Hello. Welcome to the first mini story for Secret Love. In this lesson, I will ask you many questions about the letter. In this lesson, I will only ask questions that you know. You can look at the letter and answer the questions. You must answer every question out loud. You must say the answer so you can hear it. Not only in your head, but say the answers so you can hear them with your mouth. Say them. If necessary, if you need to, use your pause button. You can pause, answer the question, then push play again. Then pause again and continue. Okay, answer all the questions. Okay, let's begin. The woman hesitates to reveal secret love. Did the woman hesitate? Yes, she hesitated. That's right, she stopped. She did not do it. Did the woman hesitate? Or did the woman reveal her love? Well, the woman hesitated. She hesitated. Did she reveal her secret love? No, she did not reveal her secret love. She hesitated. Did the man hesitate? No, the woman hesitated. Not a man, the woman hesitated. Did the man reveal his secret love? No, the man didn't reveal a secret love, and the woman also didn't reveal her secret love. Who hesitated? Well, the woman hesitated, right? The woman hesitated. What did she hesitate to do? She hesitated to reveal her secret love. She hesitated to reveal her love. Did she hesitate to reveal her love for a colleague? Yes, that's right. She hesitated to reveal her love for a colleague. Did she love her boss? No, she didn't love her boss. Did she love her colleague? Yes, she did. She loved her colleague. She loved her co-worker. Was her colleague a woman? No, her colleague was a man. Who loved the colleague? Well, the woman. The woman loved her colleague. The woman loved the colleague. Did she reveal her love? No, she did not. She didn't reveal her love. Was her love secret? Yes, her love was secret. Had the woman been married? No, she hadn't been married. She had never been married. Was the woman single? Yes, the woman was single. Had she been married? No, she hadn't been married. She had never been married. How old was the woman? The woman was in her 30s. Maybe 31, maybe 35, maybe 38. In her 30s. In her early 30s. So 31, 32, 34. She was in her 30s. She fell in love with a wonderful man. Was the man wonderful? Yes, he was wonderful. Was the man terrible? No, the man was not terrible. What was the man like? Well, the man was wonderful. Did the woman love him? Yes, she loved him. Did she reveal her love? No, she didn't reveal her love. She didn't show it. Did she hesitate? Yes, she hesitated. Did she hesitate to reveal her love? Yes, she hesitated to reveal her love. Who did she love? Well, she loved her colleague. What kind of man was her colleague? Well, he was a wonderful man, right? He was a wonderful man. Was he aware of her feelings? No, he wasn't. He wasn't aware of her feelings. Was he unaware of her feelings? Yes, that's right. He was unaware of her feelings. Who was unaware of her feelings? Well, her colleague was unaware of her feelings. And she was afraid of telling him out of fear of rejection. Was she afraid of rejection? Yes, she was afraid of rejection. Was she afraid of snakes? No, she was not afraid of snakes. What was she afraid of? Well, she was afraid of rejection. Was she afraid he would say no? That's right, yes. She was afraid of rejection. And she had additional concerns. She had additional concerns. Did she have more worries? Yes, she had more worries. Was the woman worried? Yes, she was very worried. Why was she worried? Well, he was 15 years her senior. Was he 15 years older than her? That's right. He was 15 years older than her. Was she 15 years older than him? No. She was not older than him. He was 15 years older than her. He was 15 years older. Was he richer than her? Yeah, that's right. He was richer than her. Was the woman rich? No, the woman wasn't rich. Was her colleague rich? Yes, her colleague was rich. She wasn't rich, but her colleague was rich. Did they have the same religion? No, they didn't. Did they have similar values? Yes, they did. They had similar values. Who had similar values? Well, the woman and her colleague had similar values. Did they have similar religions? No, they didn't. They had different religions. Did she want a deeper relationship with him? Yes, of course. Yes, she wanted a deeper relationship with him. Who wanted a deeper relationship with her colleague? Well, the woman, right? The woman wanted a deeper relationship with her colleague, with the man. Did she reveal what she wanted? No, she didn't reveal what she wanted. Did she hesitate? Yes, that's right. She hesitated. She did not tell him. She hesitated. She waited. What did the woman want? Well, she wanted a deeper relationship with the man. Was she longing for the man? Yeah, she was longing for him. She really wanted him. She wanted a deeper relationship with him. What was she longing for? Well, she was longing for the man. She was longing for a deeper relationship with the man. Did she live in New York? No. Did she live in San Francisco? No. Where did she live? She lived in Chicago. She lived in Chicago. Who lived in Chicago? Well, the woman, right? The woman lived in Chicago. Okay, that is all of mini story A. Listen to this many times. Answer all the questions. Then go to mini story B. We'll learn more secrets about this story. We'll find more information. Hello? Welcome to mini story B for Secret Love. In this story, I will ask questions that are not in the letter. Not in the letter. So, you need to guess. You need to guess the answers. When I ask a question, say an answer. Yell an answer. Guess the answer. Here we go. There was a woman. Who was the woman? What was her name? Was her name Alice? Or was her name Christine? Well, her name was Alice. Alice. What did Alice want? Alice wanted her colleague. What was her colleague's name? Was it Fred? Yes, it was Fred. Who did Alice want? Alice wanted Fred. Did Alice hesitate to tell Fred? Yes, she hesitated to tell Fred about her love. Oh no. When did Alice want Fred? Well, immediately, of course. She wanted him now, immediately. But she hesitated to reveal her feelings. Did she want Fred immediately? Now? Yes, that's right. She wanted him immediately. Who did she want immediately? She wanted Fred immediately. Did she tell him immediately? No, she hesitated to tell Fred. Where did she want him? Where did she want him? Well, she wanted him at the hospital. At the hospital. They worked at a hospital. Did she want him at her house? No. Did she want him in New York? No. Where did she want him? She wanted him in the hospital or at the hospital. Was he a doctor? Yes, that's right. He was a doctor. So she wanted him at the hospital. How did she want him? How did she want him? Well, she wanted him romantically, right? With romance. She wanted Fred romantically. Did she want Fred to be friends? She didn't want to be friends with Fred. No, she wanted Fred romantically. Did she tell Fred her feelings? No, she didn't. She didn't reveal her feelings. How much did she want Fred romantically? Oh, so much. She wanted Fred romantically. More than anything. More than anything. Where did she want Fred more than anything? She wanted Fred at the hospital more than anything. How did she want him? She wanted him romantically. Did she want him a little bit? No! She wanted him more than anything. A lot, a lot, a lot. Who did she want more than anything? Well, of course, Dr. Fred. She wanted Dr. Fred more than anything. Where did she want Dr. Fred more than anything? Well, at the hospital, right? Did she reveal her feelings to Dr. Fred? No, unfortunately, no. She didn't reveal her feelings to Dr. Fred. How many times did she want Dr. Fred at the hospital? How many times? Oh, 1,000,000 times. 1,000,000 times she wanted Dr. Fred at the hospital. Every day, every hour, every minute, she thought about him. She wanted him 1,000,000 times every day. She always thought about him. Why did she want Dr. Fred? Why did Alice want Dr. Fred? Oh, well, of course, because he's rich, right? He was rich. He had a high economic class. He was rich. Did she want him because he was wonderful? No, no, no. Did she want him because he was handsome, good-looking? No, of course not. Did she want him because he was kind and sweet and nice? Of course not. Why did she want Dr. Fred romantically? Well, she wanted Dr. Fred romantically because he was rich. Where did she want him? She wanted him at the hospital. When did she want him? She wanted him immediately. Who did she want immediately? Because he was rich. Well, she wanted Dr. Fred immediately because he was rich. Did she have the same religion as Dr. Fred? No, she didn't. Alice didn't have the same religion. Did they have similar values? Yes, they did. What were their similar values? What were their similar values? Well, of course, they both valued money. They both liked money. Did Alice like money? Yes, of course. Did Fred like money? Yes, of course. Did they both like money? Yes, yes, yes. Did they both have similar values? Yes, they both had similar values, right? They both liked money. So, it's a perfect relationship, right? Did she want a deeper relationship with him? Yes, yes. What kind of deeper relationship did she want? Well, she wanted to marry him. She wanted to marry him immediately. Where did she want to marry him immediately? At the hospital. She wanted to marry Dr. Fred at the hospital immediately. Who did she want to marry at the hospital? She wanted to marry Dr. Fred at the hospital. Did she long for Dr. Fred? Yes, she did. How many times every day did she long for Dr. Fred? Well, 1 million, right? 1 million times she longed for Dr. Fred every day, 1 million times. Did Alice reveal her feelings to Dr. Fred? No, she didn't. Did she reveal her longing for Dr. Fred? No, she didn't. Did she tell him where she wanted to marry him? No, she didn't. Who loved Dr. Fred? Well, Alice. Alice loved Dr. Fred. How did Dr. Fred feel about Alice? How did Dr. Fred feel about Alice? Did he love Alice? No. Did he like Alice? No. He hated Alice. He hated Alice. Did Alice love Fred? Yes, of course. Alice loved Fred. Did Dr. Fred love Alice? No, he hated Alice. When did he hate Alice? He hated Alice always. All the time. He always hated Alice. How much did he hate Alice? Oh, super a lot. He hated her a lot. He hated her all the time. Who did Dr. Fred hate? Well, he hated Alice. Why did he hate Alice? Well, of course, Alice wanted his money, right? Alice wanted Dr. Fred's money. So, he hated Alice. Did he hate her a little bit? No, he hated her a lot. Did he always hate her? Yes, he always hated her. And why? Why did he always hate her a lot. Well, Fred always hated her a lot because Alice wanted his money. Okay, the end. Please listen to this many times every day. Answer every question. Pause, answer the question, then play. Pause, answer the next question, then play. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to the mini story for the race. Let's get started. It was 5 o'clock, and Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Was Alan riding his car? Or was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, of course, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Where was Alan riding his motorcycle? In San Francisco. Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was he riding? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He was riding down Van Ness Street and came to a stoplight. Who was riding down Van Ness Street? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street. What was he riding on? Well, on a motorcycle. He was riding on his motorcycle. Was he riding down Market Street? No, not Market Street. He wasn't riding down Market Street. Was he riding down Lombard Street? No, he wasn't riding down Lombard Street. He was riding down Van Ness Street. When? When was he riding down Van Ness Street? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he was riding down Van Ness Street. Who was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock. Was he in a truck? No, he wasn't in a truck. He was on his motorcycle. And he came to a stoplight. Did Alan come to a go light? No. He didn't come to a go light. He came to a stoplight. We never say go light. We only say stoplight. Who came to a stoplight? Alan, of course. Alan came to a stoplight. What was he on when he came to a stoplight? A motorcycle. He was on a motorcycle when he came to a stoplight. Where was the stoplight? Well, on Van Ness Street. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Was the stoplight on Embarcadero Street, or was the stoplight on Van Ness Street? Van Ness, of course, Van Ness. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Who was at the stoplight? Alan was at the stoplight. Which city was Alan in? In San Francisco, of course. Alan was in San Francisco. Where is Van Ness? Well, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Is Van Ness Street in New York, or is Van Ness Street in San Francisco? Well, of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Where was Alan riding? Well, he was riding on Van Ness Street in San Francisco. And he came to a stoplight. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Did the red Ferrari pull up behind him? No, not behind him. The red Ferrari pulled up next to him. What pulled up next to Alan? A red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Did Alan pull up next to a red Ferrari? No. Alan didn't pull up next to a red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Where did the red Ferrari pull up next to Alan? At a stoplight on Van Ness Street. At a stoplight on Van Ness Street, a red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Was Alan in a red Ferrari? No. Alan wasn't in a red Ferrari. He was on a motorcycle. Alan was on a motorcycle. What did the red Ferrari do? Well, it pulled up next to Alan. The red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. The driver was wearing dark sunglasses. So, Alan was wearing dark sunglasses. No, not Alan. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Who was wearing dark sunglasses? The driver of the Ferrari. The driver of the Ferrari was wearing dark sunglasses, not Alan. The driver looked over at Alan. Did the driver look behind Alan? No. He looked over at Alan. Who looked over at Alan? The driver of the Ferrari looked over at Alan. Did Alan look over at the driver? Yes, he did. Alan also looked over at the driver. Who was the driver? Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise was the driver. Alan looked over at the driver and realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Who was the driver of the Ferrari? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who was the motorcycle rider? Alan. Alan was the motorcycle rider. And Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who looked over at Alan? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looked over at Alan. What was Tom Cruise wearing? Sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. Was Alan wearing dark sunglasses? No, he wasn't. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses, and he looked over at Alan. Tom sneered at Alan. Oh no. Did Tom smile? No, he didn't. Tom didn't smile. He sneered at Alan. Was Tom friendly and nice? No, he wasn't friendly and nice. He sneered at Alan. Did Alan sneer at Tom Cruise? Or did Tom Cruise sneer at Alan? Well, Tom Cruise sneered at Alan. After he sneered, what did Tom Cruise say? Well, he said, "When the light turns green, let's race." After he sneered at Alan, Tom Cruise said, "When the light turns green, let's race." Did Tom want to race? Yes, of course. He has a Ferrari. He wanted to race. Alan said, "All right, you're on." Did Alan agree to race Tom? Yes, he agreed. He said, "You're on." Did Tom say, "You're on"? No, Tom didn't say, "You're on." Alan said, "You're on." Alan agreed to race. Who said, "You're on"? Alan. Alan said, "You're on." What did Alan agree to do? Well, to race. Alan agreed to race Tom. He said, "You're on." Tom said, "I'm gonna smoke you, sucker." Did Tom say he would beat Alan? Yes, he did. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna beat you." Did Tom say he would win? Yes, he said he would win. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you." Who was Tom gonna smoke? Well, Alan. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Schwarzenegger? No, no, no. No, Tom wasn't gonna smoke Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Alan at football, soccer? No, no, no. He wasn't gonna smoke Alan at football or soccer. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. In a race. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. Was Tom nice and polite? No, he said sucker. He called Alan sucker. Is sucker a nice, polite word? No, it's not. It's not polite. It's not nice. He said, I'm gonna smoke you, sucker. Alan said, you wish. I'm gonna beat you and your sorry-ass car. Did Tom have a very, very nice car? No, he did not have a nice car. He had a sorry-ass Ferrari. A sorry-ass car. What kind of car did Tom have? He had a sorry-ass car. Low-quality car. Bad car. Cheap car. Is a Ferrari a nice car? No, it's a sorry-ass car. Ferraris are sorry-ass cars. Did Alan like Tom's car? No, he didn't. Alan thought it was a sorry-ass car. Who had a sorry-ass car? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise had a sorry-ass car. Did Alan have a sorry-ass motorcycle? No, Alan had a great motorcycle. But Tom had a sorry-ass car. Alan and Tom waited at the light. They revved their engines. Vroom, 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 vroom. Who revved their engines? Alan and Tom. Alan and Tom revved their engines. Did they rev their bicycles? No, not possible. They didn't rev their bicycles. Of course not. They revved their engines. What did they rev? Their engines. They revved, vroom, 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 their engines. Tom and Alan revved their engines. Suddenly, the light turned green. Alan and Tom took off. Did Alan and Tom start slowly? No, they didn't start slowly. They took off. They started quickly. They started very fast. Alan and Tom took off. What did Alan take off on? Well, Alan took off on his motorcycle. On his motorcycle. Alan took off on his motorcycle. What did Tom take off in? In his car. Tom took off in his car. Tom took off in his Ferrari. Did they stop or did they take off quickly? They took off quickly. Why did Alan and Tom take off quickly? Well, they took off quickly Because they were racing, right? Of course, they took off quickly because they were racing. They zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. Who zoomed down Van Ness at top speed? Tom and Alan. Tom and Alan zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. When did they zoom down Van Ness? Well, after the light turned green. After the light turned green, they zoomed down Van Ness. Did they zoom down Van Ness before the light turned green or after the light turned green? After, of course. They zoomed down Van Ness after the light turned green. Did they zoom down Lombard Street? No, they didn't zoom down Lombard Street. Which street did they zoom down? Van Ness. They zoomed down Van Ness Street. Tom was winning. But suddenly, blue and red lights appeared behind Tom. It was the police. They pulled him over. Who pulled over Tom Cruise? Well, the police. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Who did the police pull over? Tom Cruise. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Did the police pull over Alan? No. They didn't pull over Alan. They pulled over Tom Cruise. Why? Why did they pull over Tom Cruise? Well, because he was going too fast. He was going too fast. They pulled over Tom Cruise because he was going too fast. Who was going too fast? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was going too fast. Alan zoomed past Tom. Did Tom zoom past Alan? No. Tom didn't zoom past Alan. Alan zoomed past Tom. Why did Alan zoom past Tom? Well, because the police pulled over Tom. The police pulled over Tom, so Alan zoomed past Tom. Alan was laughing. Ha 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 ha! He yelled, "Better luck next time!" When did Alan yell, "Better luck next time"? Well, he yelled as he zoomed past Tom. When he zoomed past Tom. As he zoomed past Tom, Alan said, "Better luck next time." As he zoomed past Tom, he yelled, "Better luck next time." Who yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom Cruise? Well, Alan, of course. Easy, right? Alan yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom. Alan was the winner. Okay, that is the end of the mini story for The Race. Hello, welcome to the Point a few stories for the race. Let's start. First, we will begin the story with since last month. So starting last month until now. Okay, since last month. Since last month, Alan has ridden his motorcycle every day in San Francisco. Each day, he has ridden down Van Ness Street and has come to a stoplight. And each day, a red Ferrari has pulled up next to him. Every time, the driver has been wearing dark sunglasses. He has looked over at Alan. Each time, Alan has looked over at the driver and has realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Tom has always sneered at Alan. And he has always said, "When the light turns green, let's race." And each day, from 1 month ago until now, Alan has said, "All right, you're on." Then, Tom has always said, "I'm gonna smoke you, sucker." And then, Alan has always said, "You wish. I'm gonna beat you and your sorry-ass car." Then, starting 1 month ago, every day until now, each time Alan and Tom have waited at the light. Each time they have revved their engines. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And each time, suddenly, the light has turned green. And each time, Alan and Tom have taken off. Each time, they have zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. And Tom has always been winning. Unfortunately, for Tom, every time blue and red lights have appeared behind Tom, and it has always been the police. And they have always pulled him over. Every time Alan has zoomed past Tom, laughing, and he has yelled every time, "Better luck next time." Alan has always been the winner. Okay, that is all of the story using the perfect tense, right? So starting 1 month ago, and then happening again and again and again until now. Okay, now the second version is the future. The future. Let's imagine this is a dream, or this is a movie idea for the future. So we'll start with next year. Next year, let's imagine. Next year, at 5 o'clock, Alan will be riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He'll be riding down Van Ness Street, and he'll come to a stoplight. A red Ferrari is gonna pull up next to him. The driver will be wearing dark sunglasses. He'll look over at Alan. Alan will look at him, and he'll realize that the driver is Tom Cruise. Tom will sneer at Alan. He'll say, "When the light turns green, let's race." Alan'll say, "All right, you're on." Tom'll say, "I'm gonna smoke you, sucker." Alan'll say, "You wish. I'm gonna beat you and your sorry-ass car." Alan and Tom will wait at the light. They'll rev their engines. Suddenly, the light's gonna turn green. Alan and Tom will take off. They'll zoom down Van Ness at top speed. Tom will be winning. But suddenly, blue and red lights will appear behind Tom. It'll be the police. They're gonna pull him over. Alan'll zoom past Tom laughing. He'll yell, "Better luck next time!" Ha ha ha! Alan will be the winner. Okay, in the future, you have to listen carefully, because in real speech, real conversation, we usually add ol to make the future. For example, Alan'll. That ol is short for will. Okay, we can say Alan will go. But in normal speech, fast speech, we usually say ol. Alan'll go. Alan'll go to the store. That's the future. We also say gonna instead of going to. Right? In books, you learn going to. I am going to go to the store. But in normal speaking, we use gonna. I'm gonna go to the store. I'll go to the store, or I'm gonna go to the store. So listen carefully to these future stories, these future versions. Okay, that is all for the point of view mini stories for the race.